another podcast. So today I wanted to do kind of a get ready for bed with me kind of vibe. I'm resetting for my night, so I was like, why don't I do a get ready with me? You guys can see how I get ready for bed, and yeah. So, lately I've been like, okay, Stores, what, I'm trying to tap in and I'm trying to understand what needs to be presented to my family, my tribe, my fracta. And today I am getting the sense of, okay, so today we are going to talk about the vibration of resistance. So why am I on this topic is I had a thought process, I'm in the shower, sources talking to me, universe, creator, high vibration, divine feminine, whatever you want to call it, right? And I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay. And I'm just having some experiences go through my mind. So when I first started getting in tune with soul, getting in tune with my true identity, I was holding back a lot of resistance. So it's like, okay, what happened and what was the outcome? So, what was the first domino in the row of dominoes, and what was the domino effect for, a little analogy? So that's what we're gonna go with dominoes today. And I noticed that I found myself resisting what the universe was telling me. So for any of you, family, tribe, fractal, for any of you who are resisting this new, let me not say new, this aligned reality, yes, 4 minutes on the timer. This aligned reality, for those of you who are resisting it, you are putting you in a space of relearning lessons that subconsciously you need to get out of. So I don't know if it's a job or it's a friendship or it's a partnership or it's somebody, you're an employee, you're CEO, you employ people and you have to let them go. Or it's just any type of relationship, any type of relationship, whether that be business, whether that be personal, whether that be platonically. There is a certain someone out there, and this is to whoever this video reaches at this moment in time, where you are completely resisting what the highest angelic realm is telling you need to reevaluate. Let's say that, right? So going back to when I first started my journey, I was deep into grounding. So I lived in a suburban area. My parents had about almost 2 acres of land. Beautiful land. Trees surrounded us. It was very private, very, very secluded, and not in a way of like, oh my gosh, but like I was just completely surrounded by nature. And oh my gosh, I don't know why I want to cry right now, but I do, because I loved the area. Like I loved where I grew up. Like I loved, like, just thinking back at it, like I truly I'm very grateful for my mother and my father. Like that home was so many memories, and just the atmosphere, being able to ground, being able to connect with nature, being able to connect with everything around me. And as the time grew closer to where we were about to sell the home, now this was unknown to me at the time. This was probably like, I would say probably about 5 years prior to us having to sell it, right? So this is around COVID time, a little after COVID time. This is around like the end of COVID and getting into the rebuild of the Matrix, right? What we know it as now. So, and we're getting to this standpoint, right? And I'm grounding every day. I'm going outside. I'm getting that natural vitamin D. I'm sitting under the sun. Mind you, I would do this summer, winter, fall, spring, year round. I was in it deep. I'm connecting. I'm becoming one with source. And there's different forms, being in the present, sitting in the dark, just sitting anywhere and just being and just taking everything in, feeling the energy around you, right? So I remember being in the backyard and I'm like, okay, I'm laying down on the grass, doing my thing, okay? I get in the backyard and I just completely lay down and I'm just in the grass. And I remember feeling the sun just hitting me. Like, I'm laying there, think of like, like when you go out in the snow, you just make your snow angel. And I'm just laying there. And I hear Source telling me to remove myself from a relationship, right? And I'm stubborn, mind you. I'm like 17. I want to say 17, 16. And I'm like, no. Like, I love this person. Like, I truly, truly love this person. But I was willing to put me in a place where I was no longer in alignment. And the domino effect of that was Source was like, okay, we asked you to leave. You don't want to leave. Cool. Don't leave. That's fine. You don't want to leave. We're going to show you and present to you time and time again why you should leave. And it got to a point where I'm still being stubborn. I'm still resisting. I'm resisting the shift. I'm resisting the change. So universe had no choice but to pull that situation from me, because I was no longer willing. I was not willing and I was resisting what I was being told. So that is what I'm trying to get to you. The longer you resist, the longer you're prolonging your growth. The longer you're prolonging the people that need to come to you to help build with you. The longer you're putting yourself in this situation to leave, to change, to ignite what's inside you that wants to grow, but you're scared, you're nervous, it's unknown. You're like, but I don't know. And if you ever, let's say, like when you're a kid, right? And let's say, you're with friends or you're with a parent and you wanted to do something super, super bad, right? And the universe was just like, okay, cool. You wanted something and it kind of just naturally presented itself in any way, shape, or form in order for it to happen to you. And that's the universe in its own way communicating with you that we hear you, we're taking care of you, and we're guiding you to where you need to go. So in my time of resisting, in my time of, I love this person, I love them, I'm not doing that. I'm going to bring them with me. You resisting, first of all, just from me, I resisted what I was told, and I went down a path that didn't align with me. I went down a path that was in alignment with the image, the identity of that personality to be with that person. If this is making sense, it's making sense. But I just want us to get in the mindset that resisting what the universe is calling you to do is putting your soul in a state of imbalance. I'm like trying to figure out. I'm going through different vocabulary words in my head. I'm like, not that one, not that one. And I'm supposed to be doing my hair and stuff, and I'm just talking to y'all, but it's getting deep right now. So that's what I really want us to focus on as a tribe right now is we need to stop resisting the calling. That's honestly as simple as I can get it for you. You're seeing it, you're hearing it, you're feeling it, but you don't want to move. You don't want to make the move. So since you don't want to make the move, okay, cool, don't make the move. We're going to show you why you should make the move. And even if you're like me, you're stubborn, you would think like, okay, we showed you. You're still resisting. Okay, we're going to give you another reason, and it's going to get to a point whether you align with the change or the universe is going to put you in a position to a point where you have no choice but to align with the change. And now that we talked about the resist, I want to get into, well, why are we making the change? We're making this change because, and it's not really, don't look at it as like, oh my gosh, like, I literally have to change everything. Like, I literally have to do this, then I have to do that. Don't look at it as a task. Look at it like, you know how like families have like family dinners every Sunday, or you have a family reunion every year, or look at it like that for your soul. You're getting in a position to come home with self. You know, we love, you're in college, when the perspective of kids coming back home from college, or the perspective of you have that girls trip once a year or every 6 months, and you guys are, it's that kind of perspective where you're getting excited to collide again. No, I don't like that word. That's a little, it's not it's not what I want to use. But you're getting in the aspect of coming one with who you were. And we're getting back to all of these, you know, aligned therapy sessions and rich mindsets we've gotten into. You're getting in that frequency, that currency of who your soul truly is, and who it was prior to being programmed, prior to being told you need to do this way, you need to do this that way, prior to family, prior to friends, prior to those relationships, prior to you emerging from your mother's womb, whether that was whichever way it was. Okay, this is getting you on that path. And I bring up the story or the experience I had while I was grounding, because that was such a moment that could have shifted so much for me. And I was so stubborn. Like, I was super, super stubborn. Like, no, right? I'm not gonna do that. No. And it's one of those things where it's like, regardless of whatever you choose, you're going to have soul growth with it. Because even though I didn't say, okay, you know what? Let me just let this come to an end. Let this be the season that it was and move forward. Now, would I have protected myself from a lot of different situations? Yes. But did it help me mature? Of course. Did it help me truly understand the vibration of love and what we are as soul beings to be vibrating on? Yes. Did it help me true forgiveness? Yes. It taught me so many things when it came to my soul's growth, but it would have prevented me stagnation in my soul's progress at the same time. If it makes sense, and if it's aligning with y'all, if you're receiving, receive, and if not, what I'm saying is you're gonna learn. Whichever way it is, you're going to learn. And it's one of those things where it's like, you can learn the easy way or you can learn the hard way. So it's like you pick, you choose. You know, the universe is always going to make you choose. And then the universe is always going to get to that point where it's like, you know what? We're going to step in. We're going to step in and we're going to show you how good it can get. We're going to step in and we're going to show you how much freedom you're going to feel. We're going to step in and we're going to show you how much peace you can come into alignment with. And a lot of us have been in this mindset and this conscious state of scarcity. A lot of us have been in this mindset of, oh, well, I don't know what's going to happen once I do it. Do you ever really know what's going to happen when you do it? Like, we think about, oh yeah, it's going to happen this way, but does it ever really and truly line up the way you said it was going to happen? No. And honestly, if you're really in alignment with where you're going and how you're doing what you're doing, it's going to turn out even better than you thought, than you could have imagined. And then that's where it goes into play with the co-creation, where you are the creator and the co-creator of your experience in this realm. So, family, we need to stop resisting the change. We need to stop resisting the shift. We need to, and especially if you're in that space of like, I want this, I truly want this, then you have to be willing to put in yes, you have to really be willing to put in everything, you know. And when you hear that message, and this is really what it comes down to, when you hear that message, listen. Like, that is my greatest advice in this video. Like, all things of high frequency. All things of high frequency. Love, peace, tranquility, communication, honor, all of those things. Okay, not anything outside of that. Don't say Narasia told you to do it, because I did not say that, okay? Your girl did not say that. But once you get that call, it's gonna be so much harder for you to resist it, you know? And you're getting that call because on the other side of that, someone needs you. And through my journey so far of what I have been going through, and just so far through my journey of what I have been going through and how I've been going about things, the universe is slowly like presenting opportunities. Not slowly. Let me not say slowly. The universe is gradually presenting opportunities for me. So with that being said, no more resisting the change, okay? No more resisting, no more putting it on hold, no more. We're done doing that, okay? And I know that mostly this video has been me just brushing my hair and talking to y'all. I have my wrap somewhere. I'm not really sure. I think it's over there, but I'm not gonna go and grab it and then come up here and talk to you guys. So that's really what I came up here to say. Like, it really stuck with me, that whole experience of me being in the grass and grounding with the earth and hearing, not earth, but just the ether around me and just hearing, you need to leave. That's your message. And forgive yourself and what you have experienced. And forgive whatever the situation is. And I know it's easier said than done. It's very much easier said than done. And it's definitely going to take some time. It's going to take some work. But when you really come into that peace with, you know what? This was for my good, in a way. Because it sets a standard at that point. It sets a standard and it sets boundaries. So now, moving forward, you have no choice but to hold yourself to those standards. You have no choice but to hold yourself to those boundaries. So, stop resisting the change. Again, this is Dina Rasia. I hope you have loved this podcast. You can like, comment, subscribe. And if you would love to book a one-on-one session with me, the link is in my bio. And until next time, peace, love, and spread light. Please spread light. Spread the highest frequency you can. And until next time, Ashe family. Mwah.